Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. Some of you probably already heard the news. I just woke up. I'm going on about 4.5 hours of sleep. But the game don't stop. So the news broke. And let's start off with this. Nio is trading at $7.80. It's down 6 cents pre-market. The 52-week low is $7 and the 52-week high is $16.18. I hold 2,260 shares at $3.53. And on the SoFi platform, I hold 401 shares at $8.99. So what's going on today? Well, a lot of stuff, but let's start with this, guys. Nio November, from the 1st to the 19th, we delivered 9,400 cars. Xiaopeng, within that same time, which is another pure EV play, delivered 10,400. Take into consideration, we're delivering high-end premium EVs. Xiaopeng is delivering lower-end EVs. That's more comparable to Tesla. So even though we're delivering high-end, we were 9,400 and they were 10,400. That's to put things into perspective. We had 3,700 last week, up 27.59% from 2,900 the week before. And I want you guys to understand something. We control 60% of the premium market. 60%, and we're a new company. Okay, so let's get in with Nio ties up with Chang'an as it wins first partner on battery swap network sharing. So this is our first partner. So we thought it was another company. The rumors were wrong. It's Chang'an. This is not a bad thing because they're the third largest in China. The tie-up comes after Nio basically pulled out of a joint venture with Chang'an, marking the first external partnership for Nio's iconic energy replenishment network. So as you guys remember, we did do a partnership with them before and we pulled out of it. But this one is here to stay. And you're going to know why. Chang'an Automobile and Nio have partnered on battery swap network sharing, making the first external partner for the latter's iconic energy replenishment network. Nio announced that signed a battery swap business partnership agreement with Chang'an in Chongqing today. The two will jointly facilitate the formulation of standards for swappable batteries, build and share the battery swap network. So they're going to build it together and share it, develop swappable vehicles, and establish an efficient battery asset management mechanism, Nio said. Why is this huge for us? Okay, Chang'an is number 3 in China. They've been around for a long time. They're well established. They have a lot of cash on hand and they make a lot of money. They're not a pure EV. They are making pure EVs now with the Auto. But it's kind of like GM over here. It would be equivalent to teaming up with GM if we came to America. And maybe that will happen through Ganesh Iyer. But imagine now, and remember I had said this before, that the Chinese government was encouraging partnerships in their automobile industry and with the EV industry. So this is the beginning. This is Nio's renewed tie-up with a traditional automotive giant after it essentially pulled out of a joint venture years ago. As Nio started battery swap from the very beginning, it had been ready to open up its technologies and infrastructure to the entire industry, William Lee said. Similar to the cloud service provided by internet companies, Nio's PowerSwap network and PowerCloud also followed the path along which we started with developing infrastructure and achieving a closed loop internally and then open up to others. Validating the service across various scenarios. After 5 years of development, Nio has accumulated extensive experience in the development, Remember, we're spending a lot towards research and development, construction and operation of battery swap stations, and is ready to open up to the entire industry. So, because remember, we have about 5 more companies that is lining up. As a leading automotive company in China, Chang'an Automobile has demonstrated great determination and strong execution in electrification and transformation. With this partnership, Nio and Chang'an Automobile will jointly contribute to the development and transformation of the industry, Li said. So I'm not going to go into the whole article, guys. You can find this on CNEV Post. This is huge. It's beautiful. And this is the first step. One small step for mankind. Now listen to this. This is what, like I said, we were talking about yesterday. William Li was concentrating on building out the power network. We have more charging stations than any other EV company in China. We have more battery swapping stations. And we were doing that, getting ready to basically monopolize and control the entire market. Now, I spoke about this before, other EV companies are now waking up and starting to do it, but we're way ahead of the game. We have partnered with Sinopec, the China largest gambling company in China. We have the strategic locations. That's the key, because we started this revolution. So Nio delivered, as I said, 55,432 vehicles in the third quarter, above the lower end of our guidance. Will report unaudited financial results for the third quarter on Tuesday, December 5th, before the US market opens. Everyone was asking me, when are we reporting? Well, not everyone, certain people. The company announced today, Nio delivered 55,432 vehicles in the third quarter, slightly above the lower end of the guidance range. Deliveries for the quarter were up, listen to this, 75.38% year on year and up 135.68% from the second quarter. Despite market manipulation, despite what the trolls are coming out and saying, as a new company, we are expanding faster than Tesla ever dreamt of doing. XPeng is delivering slightly more than us, but why? Like I said, they're not delivering premium cars. We control 60% of the premium market. But if you listen to the negative Nancy's, the trolls, if you listen to the fake media that we have here in the West, you would think Nio is about to fail and go bankrupt. But did you just hear the figures I just gave to you guys? Okay. Nio previously guided third quarter revenue at 18.9 billion to RMB 19.52 billion, implying year-on-year growth of about 45.3% to 50.1%. So considering the speed at which we're growing and now this partnership, do you guys think it's possible? With 5 more partnerships getting ready to join us, do you think that's possible? With the lower end EV that we're getting ready to release next year, do you think that's possible? I think we're going to blow that guidance out of the water. The company's management will hold an earnings call on December 5th at 7 a.m. Now, I believe the earning calls will be good, based on those numbers that we're putting out compared to last year. But if not, bet your last dollar, if it makes a pullback, I'm jumping again for my son. This is going to be beautiful opportunities to buy, because we see the writing on the wall. We see where we're going, guys. We can see it now. For those who had doubts, we can see it. The uneducated investor, like I keep saying, who don't have vision, will always lose out. Excuse me, guys. The battery swap network sharing between Nio and Chang'an Automobile, the progress of its team optimization, and the upcoming Nio Day are expected to be the focus of attention. All those beautiful, yummy things coming up. And remember, I said it in one of my previous videos, on Nio Day coming up, they're gonna reveal They previously said they're not going to reveal no new EVs. But I said that they changed their mind and they're going to reveal an EV that's going to rival that of the high-end Mercedes. But we're not going to release it till 2025. We're concentrating right now on that lower-end model. The two will jointly facilitate the formulation of standards for swappable batteries, build and share the battery swapping network, develop swappable vehicles, and establish an efficient battery asset management mechanism, like I said before. So, the article also go into the mass market brands and all that other stuff. You guys can find this on CNEV Post. So with the earnings call coming up, with the sub-brand we're going to release next year, with these 4 more partnerships on the way that's going to be using our battery swap networks, with the revenue we're going to be getting from all of this, do you guys think that we're growing into a giant? Leave it in the comments. I think we're growing, not just growing into a giant, but the giant. We're going to dominate. We're going to create partnerships. And not only that, you guys are going to see mergers. That's my prediction. We're going to see mergers into one company. These things take time. We see it throughout different industries, right? The alcohol industry, the tobacco industry. Soon it's going to start taking place in the marijuana industry. So I hope you guys understand the long term of where we're going to be when not only these partnerships that we talk about, but mergers taking places to create monopolies and huge corporations where we're going to be sitting back like the people who did this back in the day with the oil industry, with the internet industry, with the automobile industry back in the past, and they sat back and became millionaires and collect dividends. We are now riding the coattails on the next such revolution, guys. I want you to understand this. So I hope you guys found this video informative, and also, most importantly, to motivate you to hold with diamond hands or even buy the dip, because we are in a company that's going to be a corporation. If I did that for you guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we have that warrior mindset where we get rich or we die trying, guys.